that's a whole other can of worms. It's not that I don't pull. I can pull. I'm probably already gonna be too tall for them. Adam Sandler. What I didn't expect from this was how much people were gonna hate on my toe ring. Hey everyone, Angelica here. So if you didn't know, I was in a Jubilee video. It was blind dating 6 girls by body type, and obviously I needed to represent for the fatties, for the plus size queens, for the stallions. You know, I had to feel it's my duty to show the world that our bodies are beautiful no matter the size, and that we're dateable and lovable and worthy of love and romantic connection. And so yeah, this is just gonna be my reaction video to the Jubilee video, and I'll also give you some behind the scenes scoop, some of my favorite moments that were cut out of the video, and what I thought overall of the video. So without further ado, let's get started.
My name is Maki. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I do social media marketing. I would say my body type is someone that's very slim, someone that keeps up with them.
As soon as he said this, I was like, I'm out. I'm out. If not the first round, the second round. Like, I'm done. He prefers someone who's slim and someone who keeps up with themselves. I keep up with myself. May not look like it by my body because people's perceptions of fatness think that we don't exercise, we don't eat well, our portion sizes are out of control, we have no self-control, we're animals, we're whales, we're pigs, all of these things. But society trains people to like think those things when they look at our bodies. So I knew as soon as he said those two things, that he wants someone slim and that he wants someone who keeps up with themselves, that I was gonna be a goner.
I wouldn't say tall, but just someone around my height, as long as she's not like 3 or 4 feet taller than me.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, sorry. Wait, inches. Sorry, I meant inches.
That was so funny. All of the girls behind the curtain, we were like, wait, feet? Like, we're like, are you an Oompa Loompa? Like, what is going on here? But third factor, when he said I want someone around my height, someone not taller than me. When guys are usually talking about someone that they want shorter than them or around their same height, I like already know that me being just under 6 feet tall, I'm 5'11" and a half, I'm probably already gonna be too tall for them. So I also knew Maki, not the one for me. Nye, not the one for Maki. And that's fine.
Interesting toes. Very interesting toes.
So, okay. I don't like feet. I don't like my feet. I got little weird like ring finger toes that curve in. They've been like that ever since I was a kid. My pinky toes like don't touch the ground. Like, I don't think I have ugly feet, but I don't think they're the best looking feet. My justification is one time I was on the second date with a dude and he was like, can I give you a foot rub? I was like, sure. Like, I didn't know how to say no. And he gave me a foot rub and he said, oh, you have really nice feet. So I think if someone who has a foot fetish says I have nice feet, then they're not the worst feet in the world. But I was so nervous to be judged by my feet. I got big feet too, like size 10 and a halfs, 11s, because I'm tall. So of course I'm not gonna have like itty bitty feet. I have wide feet. But what I will say is I always have my toes done. I always have my toes done. What I didn't expect from this was how much people were gonna hate on my toe ring.
Oh my gosh, you got a toe ring!
Everyone had something to say about my toe ring. I had no idea toe rings were such a, I don't know, a topic of division amongst us.
What is your ideal body type?
So someone that's fit, not really that they have to be like really strong and very like, I guess, muscular, but
Okay, so Sierra was so cool. She's from the Bay, she's from Napa. So we connected off that. And then she's also German or Austrian. She had like a tattoo of Edelweiss on her chest. Edelweiss. And I was like, this is my girl. She's so smart. She's athletic. She loved to hike. She lifted. She was like into anime. Sierra was so dope. And I'm so mad at the internet trolls for saying that she put her socks on at the end for getting eliminated by her feet. She was just cold. Like, it was cold in the studio.
Okay.
Tall, fit.
I am always, I guess irked is maybe the right word, when little tiny petite girls say that they like someone tall. Like, Maddie, this is nothing against Maddie. It's just a general thing that I'm always like about. Because Maddie was like maybe 5'5" max. Like, she was small, tiny. And of course they had to put the like shortest one next to me, so I look like a behemoth next to her. But yeah, why, if you're small, why do you want someone that's like super tall? I don't understand. Like, everyone's gonna be taller than you. So can't you just save the tall guys for the tall girls? I don't know. Okay, continuing.
But not too big because I'm kind of a small person, so not like you can kill me.
like they're kidnapping you.
Yeah.
Okay, this is exactly it. Like I said, like they're kidnapping you. Why would you want to be with someone who's way taller than you so it looks like they're kidnapping you? You look like a little kid. You're infantilized. Yeah, that's right, infantilized. Why?
You don't need to be a gym rat or look like Chris Evans, although he's pretty fine and Captain America's ass could like, you know, I'd be down with it. But you don't need to look like that for me to be like into you.
Okay. The way that they edited that comment that I made, literally the first time I watched it, I scream cackled. It was so funny. But let's get this clear. I said, you do not need to look like Chris Evans. There's a not there. But if you do look like Chris Evans and you want to date me or, you know, get a little sexy, that's not gonna be like a mark against you, you know? But my preferred type is athletic dad bod. Adam Sandler. Normal. Everyday Joe. I'm down with that. And if I get a Chris Evans in the meantime, I get a Chris Evans in the meantime. And I have gotten a few Chris Evans.
I have dated people of like all different heights and body types, so I don't discriminate over here, baby. I mean,
a lot of us were bi or pansexual, which was really, really funny. One of the questions they left out was Maki asked who our celebrity crushes were, and literally like every girl said a girl, whether they were straight or not. I said Zendaya, there was Hunter Schafer, there was like a cartoon or an anime character, excuse me. There were some other people thrown in there too, but yeah, I think like 4 out of the 6 of us were queer. So yeah, it was very fun. We were like, we don't discriminate, and honestly, if it doesn't work out with you, like, we're just gonna date each other because that's how well we got along.
Lovely ladies into tattoos at all?
Oh, hell yes.
Okay, music to my ears. I have 3.
Okay.
You gotta catch up, baby. I got like 8.
Oh, it's so cringe. So I was the one who actually said, you gotta catch up, baby. I got like 8. Blech. Disgusting. But they showed Sierra and Maddie's feet. So it made it seem like they said it, but it was unfortunately me.
I messed up.
So yeah, I was really bummed that Sierra got eliminated first, but also I was like, woo, I didn't get eliminated first. That was literally the only thing I wanted going into this. I was like, don't let me get eliminated first. Okay, so we had to do we had to do that like curtain raising like 5 times before, because like I said, they put me next to Maddie, who was the shortest person. So the whole time the curtain was like this, because they were trying to get like my hips, but not too much of her body. And it was a thing. But this, I think, was the most nerve-wracking reveal. I think I kind of knew, like, at this point, it was like, there's no hiding what the rest of my body looks like. Like, if you see my thighs, you're pretty much gonna know the rest of me. So this was where I was like, yeah, I'm going this round.
This is like conservative, I think, for me.
Whoa, conservative. Okay, nice.
I'm a stripper, so I'm like in my underwear for a living. So this is also very conservative for me.
Okay, I love Emily. I love you. I love her. She was just so kind and so like warm and just a down ass girl.
I went a little bit more conservative. This is not the norm.
Okay, I have to clear things up, because Maddie, in her reaction video to this, she said like, oh, there's no beef between me and, she didn't say my name, she said me and her, but me and Angelica. There was no beef. I did not mean that in like a contradict Maddie way at all. I just meant that truthfully. Like, I'm not always wearing this type of underwear. Like, day to day I'm wearing thongs. I just didn't really feel like showing my whole ass to YouTube, especially since I teach kids. So I figured it would probably be safer to not show everything on YouTube. Even though I model in underwear all the time, which is why I was like, yeah, this is conservative for me. I'm used to being like topless or whatever, getting my picture taken. It's conservative for me. Also, I think it was important to say and show that like fat people don't wear granny panties all the time. Like, we wear things that are super sexy too. Okay, moving on.
What's your biggest turn on?
Probably, oh no, I can't say that.
Okay. When Christina said that, I was like, oh, like I felt like that meme where he's like, oh, because I really wanted to know what she was gonna say. Like, was it really that scandalous? Maybe I have to slide into Christina's DMs and be like, no, but really, what were you gonna say? Like, is it something as harmless as like choking, or is it like taboo, you know, like blood play? I don't know. And no kink shaming here. Like, what you're into is what you're into, but I just really wanted to know what she was gonna say.
I would just say like someone who cares about pleasing the other person more than themselves.
Okay. How comfortable are you in your own body?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident and comfortable in my body, but it was a process. Like, I don't think it naturally came to me. I've always kind of been like the bigger, taller girl, and also being like biracial and growing up with like a white mom. It took me a lot of time to kind of be comfortable in my skin.
I feel like I said it all, but yeah, can I just say I'm proud of myself for like how far I've come? Because that was a really honest and genuine answer, and even 3-4 years ago, I don't think I would have had that answer. So like, I'm just proud of me. I'm so freaking proud of myself for all the work that I've done on coming into who I am, who I really am. Go me.
A lot of pressure in the industry to get plastic surgery and stuff like that. And I'm very pro plastic surgery, but it is something that, you know, just being around a lot of people who have it, you think like, maybe do I need it? Should I get it? But I'd say for the most part, I am pretty confident in.
I love that answer because I'm also like very pro plastic surgery, but I also feel sometimes pressured by society to look a certain way. And so a lot of like my sort of, I don't want to use body dysmorphia because that is like a very severe, like actual mental disability and thing that people are afflicted with. And I think to a certain extent I have some of that, but I do think about like bodily mutilation a lot, and especially within the past few years, I think it's come across as like plastic surgery, thinking about getting liposuction or something less invasive like cool sculpting, or if I could just alter like this part of my body, plastic surgery would be such a simple fix and I would be more accepted in society. Like a lot of my body, like intrusive body mutilation thoughts regard plastic surgery. So I just really appreciated Emily for talking about that, and her for being like a bigger woman as well. I mean, bigger woman. She's literally the US like standard size. I want to shout that from the rooftops. Size 16 is the average size in the United States. Which means the average woman in the United States is plus sized.
Am I eliminating this round? Two.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so before this elimination round, there are a few things I want to talk about. There were a lot more questions asked during this round. One of my favorite questions that got cut from this was Makai asked us, what is your favorite part of your body? And my answer was my legs or my smile. I think my smile is my hook, line, and sinker. But I love my legs because they're long and they're strong and they carry me through this life. And, you know, I used to play volleyball and basketball and was a cheerleader for a few years, and I danced and I did all of these things, and they are just so strong. They're like the root of my body. And even though they may seem bigger to people or unattractive to other people, like I'm so thankful for my legs for just being a part of me and allowing me to be able to do what I want to do, to hike, to do yoga, to dance, to run, to swim, to do all of these things, and I'm grateful for them. And so they're one of my favorite parts of my body. This was also the moment where I said, you know, I played basketball, I played volleyball, and that my legs are really long. So this, I think, was another hint for him to be like, besides just looking, like the difference between where all of our hips are, you can tell I'm taller than everyone else. But I think also listing off the sports that I played and talking about like, I love my long legs. Like he was like, this girl is 9'10".
It's not my fault being the biggest and the strongest.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to eliminate number 3.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna be the first one to go out in this round. So the fact that he eliminated Amani before me, I was like shocked, but I knew I was going right after.
Hi, babes.
Oh, shoot. Thank you.
Oh,
Wow, so funny. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh, I like your tattoos.
Thank you.
Damn.
We'll link up. It's cool. See ya.
Damn, this is hard.
She's so cute. And the fact that she was like, we'll link up and just dabbed him up after, I was like, Amani, I can't with you. Oh, she was great. And she drove all the way from Vegas to come and record this in LA. Trooper.
As hell. Like, I don't want to eliminate anybody. Number 2.
Hi, I'm Angelica. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. I thought you were going to be taller than me, so I was like, okay,
I'm tall.
Yeah,
It'd be like that. It's okay.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul. It's okay.
Take care.
People were roasting me for doing like this to him. What was I supposed to do? I don't know. Yeah. The fact that he said he eliminated me because he thought I was going to be taller than him, I'm like, okay, I understand, but also that's not something that I can do anything about, you know? Like, my dad was 6'8", my mom's 5'8", which is tall for a woman, so the fact that I'm 5'11 and a half it makes sense. Like, I can't do anything about my height, and it's just a part of who I am, and if a person is going to not want to be with me because of something that I can't change about myself, then that's not a reflection of me, that's a reflection of them. And that's all I have to say about that. Okay, so after I was eliminated, I went back in my robe and there was like a couch that we could sit on to like watch the rest of the filming. And on the monitors, this like the lighting and these three girls' bodies, Maddie, Christina, and Emily, I was just like, damn, y'all look so good. Like, I just was hyping them up.
I'm confident and I'm happy with the body type I have, but at the same time, if I'm feeling insecure or if I'm experiencing like body dysmorphia or anything like that, it's almost a situation where it's not accepted for me to have those insecurities or voice them, because somebody might be a different type of body type that's more targeted in a bad way with society.
So
I just want to commend Christina for talking about this so eloquently, because I feel like over the past, I don't know, 5 to 8 years, as body positivity, inclusivity, like really showing diverse bodies and trying to combat fat phobia has become sort of the mainstream. I feel like it's made average size people or skinnier people feel like they can't have insecurities about their bodies because they're not as marginalized or discriminated against as bigger bodied, fat, and plus size people and disabled people. So I think the way that she spoke upon this was really eloquent and is really important for people to hear, that your insecurities about your own body and yourself are completely valid. Like, you don't have to compare yourself or your insecurities or not internalize or validate your insecurities because you don't have it as bad as someone else, you know? And so I really just appreciate Christina for talking on this.
Are you single, and what do you look for in a partner?
I actually moved out here from the East Coast with my ex at the time, so put on my best clown makeup and came out here and...
Whoever at Jubilee edited this video deserves a raise, because the clown honking noise when Emily said she put on her best clown makeup and drove out here with her ex, dead, done for, deceased, on the ground. Just so great.
It did not work out. I'm looking for someone that's wholesome.
She's looking for someone wholesome, and so am I. And here's the thing, people were mad dogging her for saying that she wanted someone wholesome when she's a stripper. Like, everyone and anyone deserves someone wholesome if that's what they want. Y'all are so judgmental.
Unfortunately, is number 3. Hi.
Hi.
Emily's hair and her butt, my God, like, sorry, Makai, you fumbled the bag, honestly. You fumbled the bag hardcore on this choice.
You done messed up!
I'm going to have to eliminate number 2. Hi.
I'm Christina.
I'm Maki. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Isn't she so cute? Oh my gosh, I love her.
You want to take my glasses? Okay,
Yes.
for
Can
sure.
I see you with the... Oh, yours is... Oh, I don't know. Like...
Got fucked up eyesight.
My ugly ass laugh in the background because she just roasted him about his vision. Also, the internet was saying like, oh, she was still flirting with him, trying to see if he would change his mind, while the winner was just waiting like behind the curtain. I've talked to Christina. Christina's probably the one that I talked to the most out of all of the girls. Christina and Em, definitely. Christina was like, I was not flirting, I was just being nice. So there's your answer, everybody. She wasn't trying to flirt with Makai after the fact that he eliminated her. She was just being nice. Women being nice to you doesn't mean that they're flirting with you.
Come on up.
I can't with the music they put behind Maddie walking out. I'm sorry. Yeah, like, it's just like, hey, we going to the club, I'm the winner, I love it.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Makai.
Yeah,
hug you?
Yeah, of course. I've been hugging everyone. Hello.
Hi, Maddie.
You have nice tattoos, and I like your answers as well, especially with
Key to the heart thing, I think it was hella cheesy, but Maddie did have hella interesting answers for some of the questions, especially the ones that they didn't include. Like, she had this whole backstory of like being in the daycare center at 9/11, and it was just insane. Like, she got pretty personal, and her story was just really complex and intriguing. So yeah, Maddie was cool. And that is the end of that video. It was just so fun to film this video, and to meet everybody on set. The crew was amazing and made us feel so comfortable, even though we were all in our underwear. They really made it their priority to make us feel comfortable and safe on set. They had snacks and we were playing music and just laughing and getting to know each other and having a good time. Makai was super, super chill and respectful. I think other dudes could have been like really rude about the different body types that were there, especially if they weren't his type. I will say, I think the one thing that Jubilee really missed the mark on was including the one-on-one confessionals that a few of the girls did after filming. So after filming, I was asked to come back onto the set and just talk about my experience, and was asked some questions by the director. And I think that including bits of these confessionals would have really encouraged like more of a social justice, body positivity, and inclusion like theme for the video. I know that at least in my confessional, I was talking a little bit more about my experiences dating as a plus size and tall woman, and how that's been, and how overall like it's been a little bit negative, and how people think that because I'm fat and because I'm tall that I'm not feminine enough, or I'm not worthy of being loved, or that it dehumanizes me in some way. Like, I've had awful things said to me on dating apps before, really just things where they feel like they have ownership of my body without my permission. And I also spoke upon how I think it's not that men aren't attracted to fat women or bigger women or tall women. It's that society has conditioned them to think that it's wrong that they're attracted to us. And so their reaction to us is to be dehumanizing, rude, vulgar, violent, all of these things. Because if I'm just gonna put it honestly, it's not that I don't pull. I can pull. I'm pretty. I'm a great person. I got everything that someone would need. It's the fact that society tells men that I'm not acceptable. I'm not the person you bring home to mom. I'm not the person you marry, merely because I'm tall and I'm fat. And maybe part of it is also because I'm black. But that's a whole other can of worms that we can talk about. But yeah, I think if they had included that, and included the parts where I talked about playing sports and being active and learning to love my body because of those things, because of how grateful I am for my body, it would have been more social justice, body positivity, and activist forward. If that's what they were really wanting to do, instead of just getting a bunch of views, they would have done that. But overall, I think they painted a pretty good picture, and yeah, I'm happy with it overall, despite some of my grievances. But none of them are so big that I'm like, oh, I would never work with Jubilee again. Like, I think they painted me in the wrong light. Like, it's none of that. I just think they could have gone a step forward and further, excuse me. They could have gone a step further. And if I was the editor, I would have gone the step further. But maybe that just doesn't make clickable content, you know? Because at the end of the day, that's what YouTube companies are looking for. That's how they make their money. They need views. They need clickable content. So yeah, that is my reaction to the Dating 6 Girls by Body Type Jubilee video that I was a part of. I had a lot of internet trolls. If you want me to do a reaction video to some of the comments and the things that people have said about me that are just so outrageously creative and ridiculous, let me know. I can definitely do that. But yeah, thanks for watching. And if you're new here, welcome. I don't really vlog that much. I usually sing. But thanks for taking the time to be here. Love and light to you all.